ladies, it's Mesa with kinsmade.etsy.com, and I wanted to demonstrate to you how I was able to create this manicure using these little random polishes. And I'm going to go ahead and do it on one of these for you. I'm going to start with this Subtleness from Kiss Gel Strong. And I'm probably just going to put down one healthy layer. Just for demonstration purposes, and we're going to have another finished layer over that. So I'm going to give that a chance to dry, and I will show you some of the items we're going to use. Born Pretty plate L006, and I'm going to use this striped image here. I'm also going to be using a little bit of this Danny 205 Blue Moon. Too close for the camera to see that. These are vintage polishes, but I do have a supply of them brand new on kinsmade.etsy.com for sale, so you could pick that gorgeous little honey up. This is Black Expressionism by Finger Paints, and you cannot see the you really cannot see the logo on that, but I chose it instead of stamping polish because it's a softer black, just slightly translucent, and it had a good blueness to it as well. It was not a warm black, but it was a cool black, which I thought would make a nice contrast with the neutral base. And I don't know how to pronounce this. If you guys could tell me how to pronounce it, that would be good. I actually like these polishes quite a bit. This is Limoncello BO24. On my nail, I did also protect it with some goof-proof latex barrier from Twisted Lacquer, just to make cleanup a lot easier. This is a messy one, not quite as messy as water marbling, but nearly so. So let me get a little scratch piece of, these are those clear cutting mats, chopping mats from the Dollar Tree, and I just cut them up into small sizes. This is a 4x6 size, just to kind of play around with, use as a palette. I have a decal started on the back. I'm just going to ignore it for now. I do have my stamper at the ready. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little bit of each of these polishes. Only doing one nail here. Sometimes you can get two nails out of them. For one nail at a time, you really just need like a drop of each. Try not to cross-contaminate your polishes. Don't get it on the brush. And if you don't drip them right in the center, don't worry about that. If they, because we're going to smush. That's what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do, I lost my other, let me grab that. Yeah. Okay. So at first, I'm just going to touch down a little bit. If I were to pick this one up right now, it would just give me some concentric rings. So I'm going to use this and to kind of smush, and I'm not going all the way down, just a little ways. And then I'm going to take the stamper that I actually intend to use, and I'm going to push down on this messy part really hard and pick it up. And that is going to be my design. If I'm happy with that, you can see what I was able to pick up. And I think it's going to work for demonstration purposes, so I'm just taking the nail. that right down onto the nail. And it looks kind of messy. Looks like I missed a little spot. You can go back in using these little bits and put on more. But I actually think that's going to be fine. I don't know. I guess we could make it look a little smearier. Just add that on. Pretty nice. Okay, I didn't get my stamper all the way down on there. So just be careful that that's because I didn't rock far enough. These tend to be a little bit bigger than my natural nail. Which is why and so you can see what I picked up over here is kind of ugly. Even if I were to push down on this now, I would still have those original. Seeing it didn't even pick up because it was drying. Just kind of nothing really interesting there. This looks a lot more like the messiness that I'm going for. I probably should have used a little less black, but I think it's going to be totally fine. Okay, I'm going to secure all of my polish so that I don't ruin anything. By spilling. And I'm going to clean off my stamper head using the lint roller, because I'm going to need this stamping head nice and clean for the next step. Okay, set the camera up just a little bit differently. I don't want any kind of weird bubbles in here. So I'm going to, you can see how I'm brushing, and I'm painting the entire thing. I forgot which direction the stripes go in. I'm going to go against these stripes. Pick those up. Pick up my black. Okay, set those down like so. Clean off my stamper head on the lint brush again. Okay, then we're going to go in with the limoncello. Let's see, I'm going to clean this off or I'll have a muddy design. Okay. If you brush it on, it tends to get into all those little deep areas. Okay, I'm going to do a single scrape, pick up, and then I'm going to have to do this super carefully. What I want to do is lay this on here with the stripes, but slightly offset, so that they create a little drop shadow effect. And then of course when we top coat, you'll see this will pop even more. Let's get me a nice top coat. My favorite top coat, Sèche Vive, I guess is the correct pronunciation. I like this much better than their Vite version. This is the gel-like version. And this one does tend to shrink a little bit, but it does not smear nail art. But you still get that nice plumpy finish. You can see how the metallic definitely pops right up. I'm going to move my lighting a little bit. Oops. Whoa, sorry about that. You can see all those little interesting colors. So pretty similar to what I was able to achieve on my nail. Of course, you know, there's no cleanup. So let me know what you guys think by giving me a like and subscribe.